Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications. Bayelsans, behold your miracle governor, Senator Douye Diri, a man of peace and integrity, determined to bring developments to all corners of Bayelsa State. Senator Douye Diri, a man on a mission for infrastructure revolution, educational emancipation, and the provision of affordable healthcare for all Bayelsans. Senator Douye Diri, champion of empowerment and winner of several sporting laurels for Bayelsa State. Senator Douye Diri, by the grace of God, destined to govern Bayelsa State for 2 terms. Senator Douye Diri, working hard for a greater Bayelsa State.
Governor Douye Diri has asked Bayelsans to shun politicians who have perfected plans to employ violence in the intimidation of voters in the forthcoming Bayelsa governorship election. Governor Diri made the call while receiving several interest groups in audience at Government House, Yenagoa. Correspondent Kenami Ofori tells us more.
The forthcoming governorship election in Bayelsa State is underway in just a few weeks, precisely on the 11th of November 2023. On the eve of the election, there's a major security concern in Nembe local government area, where indigenes of Nembe Basambri are yet to recover from politically motivated violence that resulted in loss of lives in February 2023. In view of the volatile security situation in Nembe, Governor Diri recently held a consultative meeting with leaders of the People's Democratic Party in the area. During the meeting, the governor charged his supporters to eschew violence in the forthcoming election. He also enjoined rival camps to sink their differences and reenact the landslide victory recorded by the PDP in the 2023 general election during the forthcoming governorship election. The governor assured his supporters that his campaign will be based on factual issues rather than political shenanigans.
We are going to campaign with issues, an issue-based campaign. In Nembe, you are going to tell them that we are doing a road from Nembe to Brass, which your own son was here for 5 years. He couldn't do, collected money on top of it. To his own Brass, he didn't do. In Nembe Basambri, we constructed a road, a concrete road, via the local government. And several others that we have done through the House of Assembly members that we call constituency projects. So let them also come and tell us what they have done. That is how politics is played.
As the governorship election inches closer, more groups are throwing their weight behind Governor Diri. Recently, the Forum of Former Legislators paid a solidarity visit to the governor in Government House Yenagoa. During the visit, Right Honorable Bayelsa Fadebekeme moved a motion to pass a vote of confidence in the governor for his giant strides in the governance of Bayelsa State, while Honorable Werini Prise Barugu seconded the motion.
For the fact that we have evidence, proof of widespread display of developmental talent by our dynamic and miracle governor, I make due to move the motion that we as former legislative forum do hereby declare our confidence in his administration and probably victory in the second term. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
I hereby second the motion moved by the Right Honorable Prince Bayelsa Fadebekeme, PhD. I second the motion.
While interacting with the ex-legislators, Governor Diri re-emphasized the need for violence-free polls come November 11, 2023.
My advice to all of us is that let us abandon the politics of bitterness, the rancorous politics. Let us follow the democracy in the way it is practiced outside this country.
On the 14th of February 2020, Senator Diri was sworn in as the 5th democratically elected governor of Bayelsa State. In the last 3 years plus, his prosperity government has embarked on massive road construction projects across 3 senatorial districts to connect many isolated coastal communities to the state capital. Additionally, many have benefited from several economic empowerment programs rolled out by the government. For Governor Diri, it appears the forthcoming election is payback time. This was the verdict of traditional rulers and political leaders from Ogbean local government area during their recent courtesy visit to the governor in Government House, Yenagoa.
We are here to appreciate your good works in Ogbean and Bayelsa State in general.
During the meeting, Governor Diri noted that it's been roughly 3.5 years of unprecedented accomplishments in infrastructure and human capacity development in Bayelsa State.
3 years plus, we're talking about projects that have been done in our local government in Ogbean. Not talking about even the manpower development, skills acquisition, and all that we have done. Empowering of our youths and women in small and medium scale enterprises. So, for me, that is the road to travel. To travel on the road of development, human and capital development. The moment we achieve that, we can also stand up tall in the Committee of States.
As provided in the timetable released by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), campaigns ahead of the governorship election are to kick off on the 25th of September 2023. Governor Diri has warned his supporters to refrain from violence before, during and after the election, noting that election is not a do-or-die affair, but a contest for all candidates to test their popularity.
Inside the Niger Delta, Bayelsans, behold your miracle governor, Senator Douye Diri, a man of peace and integrity, determined to bring developments to all corners of Bayelsa State. Senator Douye Diri, a man on a mission for infrastructure revolution, educational emancipation, and the provision of affordable healthcare for all Bayelsans. Senator Douye Diri, champion of empowerment and winner of several sporting laurels for Bayelsa State. Senator Douye Diri, by the grace of God, destined to govern Bayelsa State for 2 terms. Senator Douye Diri, working hard for a greater Bayelsa State.